Good morning, and welcome to a special edition of Have Faith, Let It Begin. My name is Angel. Today is December 22nd, 2023, and we are just 3 days away from Christmas. And it has been a long time in the making, but I finally got one of my greatest friends from TikTok on the air with us. His name is DrGreg, and along with him is a newest addition to my friendship lineup. Her name is Paris. Get ready for probably one of the most funniest episodes you'll ever see. And Have Faith, Let It Begin starts right now.
Have faith, let it begin. When it starts right now.
Welcome to Have Faith. Let it begin. Here's your host, Angel Santana.
Ariel, can you say have faith?
Let it begin.
Let it begin?
Let it begin.
Say have faith.
Let it begin.
Let it begin.
No.
No? Okay.
It's the boy.
Hi, Noah.
Noah!
Noah.
Jesus. Happy birthday, Noah!
Okay,
You did amazing.
just put those back. Noah.
Good morning. You listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin. And it starts right now. How is that, Daddy?
It was good. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Have Faith, Let It Begin. This is Angel. We're not going to even waste time. With me on my left will be Mr. Dr. DrGreg. I just gave him a promotion. Greg, we have been friends for a while. I'm going to explain what we've been doing. But my God, thank you so much for taking your time out of your busy schedule to be here on this show.
No, I appreciate you having me.
So a lot of people don't know how we met. So I'm going to make this quick and easy because I don't want to make I can make Greg emotional. The bottom line is I was flipping through one of the lives and I saw this gentleman on there, and he had many people on the live, and he had all this. If you haven't had a chance, I will put the links in the description as to all his actual bio and where you can go to see him on TikTok live. And I strongly suggest you follow him. He will definitely entertain you. While he was entertaining his guests, and he had plenty of them in there, I had mentioned, and he knew me a little bit, I had mentioned that my son needed prayer. This gentleman stopped his live, stopped everything that he was doing, turned off the music, and proceeded to pray for my son. And from that moment on, we became brothers. And I am just so honored to welcome him into my circle of friends. And that would be Mr. DrGreg. So, Greg, I always will be eternally grateful for that moment.
Hey, I would do it again in a heartbeat.
I hear you. But you know what? We're not alone today, Greg.
We are not.
We're not alone. How do you describe a person who has the greatest, I'm going to quote Greg, the greatest TikTok smile, the one and only person that will tell it like it is, will never backstab you, will tell you right to your face if you've done right or wrong. There is just no one better. If you defined what a friendship is all about, if you want to define the word truth, there's nothing better than Paris. Paris, welcome to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Hi, how you doing?
We're good. So she's like, hi. Oh, yeah. Well, trust me, you'll get to know Paris real quick. So listen, let's get right into it. I brought you guys on for two reasons. Number one, there is a creative content out there in TikTok world, and that TikTok gets a very bad negative type of feedback. And also they have this fixation and this feeling of how TikTok can be just toxic. I hate to use that word because we want to use that word in a positive way for Paris. But when you use the word toxic, people think that way with TikTok. Yet we have amazing creators who go out and they entertain people. Greg, or Paris, anyone can chime in at any point in time. What would you could describe your best feeling of being on TikTok, and how long have you been on the air?
I've been on there for a little over 3 years. I mean, I just had a memory pop up on my notifications from 2019. So I would say maybe just that 3 years, to be honest. But I mean, I feel like it's a great place to meet new people from all over the world. I mean, literally every night I meet someone new, it feels like. It can get toxic, but I mean, I usually don't listen to those, those things at all. I actually welcome them in if they're trying to troll my live. I just, come on in, say what you got to say, and keep it moving. But yeah, it doesn't bother me. So, but
And
I
how about you,
understand.
Paris? And how about Paris? Oh, she may be on the line. So Paris is such a busy person. She may pop in and
No,
out. There you go.
my phone screen froze.
Good.
I was like, this is not the time for my phone to malfunction.
That's all right.
Oh my goodness. I don't know. Honestly, I think I've been on and off this app since about 2020. So about 3.5 years. I originally just started coming on just to waste time during the down period of what we all know and remember that we no longer speak of. And then from there, it kind of just became something of an outlet. And then just trying to find where I felt like I fit. And that's kind of my purpose of being on here all at the same time too, is I was always uncomfortable in my own skin and an essence of, where I've grown up and where I've been. And so when I went on TikTok, I quickly found my purpose was more so to help those in an all around way, I guess you could say, to help those feel like they actually matter and like they fit in, even if they felt like the outcast or black sheep their entire life. Because when you grow up as an outcast, you kind of always are seeking for home.
Well said. And you know what? I think that's what TikTok brought to me. I was down in my luck, and all of a sudden I walk into some people's lives and they were lifting me up. I saw a video that was in Greg's archive. He went into a video where there was a little boy with a grandma, and he just started gifting them. And for those of you that know what that means, you can literally gift another TikToker, and these miniature graphic designs come up, but they do turn into money. But the most important part is it's not about the money. It's about watching people's reactions when they receive these gifts. And I think that what Greg does, and I've seen Greg do it a lot, he just falls into anybody's life and he brings that joy out of them. Can you speak to that a little bit, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, ever since last year, maybe the year before that, I'm all about the reaction. I love it. It like brings joy to my heart. To be honest with you, like 100%, I was never really that much of a giving person when I was growing up. But when I found this app and like just seeing people's emotions come to life when you send them maybe just a little bit of money or anything, and they just thank you, it brings joy to my heart, for real. It does. So
it's an awesome feeling. So we all met together because after I met you first, Greg, and then you were into Paris's live, and then you guys welcomed me in, and then I cracked a couple jokes, and that's what we do. We go into her live because she usually hosts a lot, you host, and we just get all these different types of people from all over the world, and we have a blast. And we're not even in the same room. Could you imagine if we're actually? Well, we'd probably get arrested, but you can imagine.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. I think
yeah, there's certain things about TikTok you just got to keep it the way it is. I don't think we can actually fit all of us in one room.
Actually, better yet, my birthday's in February. I say we all meet up.
Oh, well, that I would do. That would do. Pisces in the house. Got to do that. But so with the holiday season now upon us, we're all parents, and we all have our own children, and I thought it'd be kind of funny to share with you guys the things how these kids work. I have the younger kids of all three of us. My daughter, I just gave her my old Xbox because I upgraded my Xbox. So I put the Xbox in her room the other day. Her name is Ariel. And she comes in. I said, Ariel, I got the Xbox in your room. She looks at it, and I have like a 27-inch TV that I had left over. So I put it in there, and she looks at it and she says, Daddy, I love the Xbox. Thank you so much. But you're going to have to do something about this TV. It's a little too small. I'm like, okay, this is a 5-year-old kid. Like, what do you want? Can you switch the living room one for this one? I'm like, no, the living room's 50-inch. You're crazy. These kids are just something else. How would you sum up this holiday season, maybe amongst others, with your children now that they're older? Either one of you can chime in.
Yikes.
Yeah. That's because she hasn't done Christmas shopping yet.
No, I haven't. I have. Okay, I started it. I'm like 5% through in my defense. Okay, so I started it last month and I'm 5% done. I think it's complicated because I have my son who still has all the hope in the world, right? You know what I mean about that situation, that person. And then my daughter is at the age where her friends are starting to talk about it, you know? And so it's like that battle now where they question. And then it's like, I'm trying to like keep the hope and the faith. And wow, isn't that fitting with your name? Wow, that just hit me. So, I mean, it's been a challenge, but it's been a good one. And I think this is actually the first holiday for us that feels like normal for like our small little family that I have.
And not to get too personal with you, but I will say this as somebody who's an outsider, and I know the type of work that you do, and I'm not going to put that out there, but you are such a hardworking mom. The fact that, I know you are, and I've seen you do it. And for those of you that'll be in and out of our lives, you will see this really hardworking mom that does all that she can for her own growth, but also putting smiles on her children's faces. And I can say that sincerely because, you take your kids out. You said, the other day, you take them out for dinner, and that's awesome.
Yeah, no, I mean, I always say I always try to do more, give more, and be better than I ever had. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it goes so much deeper than that, but I won't go too far into that. So yeah, but definitely
No, we'll
excited
save it for another
Christmas
episode.
this year.
We'll save it for another episode because let me tell you something, everybody. Before we have Greg chime in on that question, Paris has had a podcast in the past, and we're trying to get her back online because we know definitely she's got. I'm telling you, that is one podcast that's going to just skyrocket. So be continued. I'm working on her to get her back online. Greg, same question to you. With the new year, a lot of things have happened for you. I know there's great changes in your life. And I know that you and I have both had our struggles, but I know I've seen a growth out of you, my friend. I've seen this inspiration and this joy that comes from your eyes, and nothing finds me more joy when I see you in the same room with your son. That's awesome.
Yeah, I will say last year was a little tough. I mean, I'm just going to be blunt if that's fine. Yeah, I separated 1 year in North Carolina. You have to separate for a year, and then I moved back in with the ex, and then it didn't work out, so I had to move back out for another year. And I thought it was going to be rough, but I actually kind of somewhat found myself. And this is going to be the first Christmas where it's just him and I. And again, we still get our parents. He has his grandparents on her side and on my side here, so that's a good thing. But I'm definitely not like sitting around, depressed or anything about it because, I feel like I'm really enjoying my life right now. So,
no, and I appreciate the honesty.
I thought the total opposite was going to happen, but it didn't. So,
well, like I said to you when we first met, there's something about you that's going to change, and I told you that one day we're gonna talk about it, and here we are. I had something about you. I knew that there was something going to happen for you for the better, and I will continue to lift you up in my thoughts. And thank you for being honest, because there's a lot of people out there that probably can relate right now, this time of year. And for you to say that will make people understand that it's not just them going through it.
Oh, for sure. I am not sitting here moping or anything. I'm just
without a doubt. So what I want to do is transition into a funny little bit of stuff. Do you guys do Christmas lights outside of your house?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Oh, she's getting toxic. Here it comes. She's like,
don't get me started. I may not be crazy about holidays, but don't mess with my Christmas lights, baby.
But all right. So how about you, Greg? You have your lights out? I know you have your lights inside the house all year.
Yeah, it's just inside because my balcony just faces like a hill, so nobody can see it anyways.
Oh, that's all right. Listen, at least you have it inside and it's year round. Who cares? I'm jealous.
Exactly.
So here's my question. How long do you think it should be before people take their Christmas lights out? Because this is a common thing in New York where I'm at. Let me tell you, these people do not take them down either at all, or they wait till spring.
Wow. I mean, for the last 16, 17 years, we always put them up right after Thanksgiving and then took them down, I would say, within 5 days after Christmas.
Wow, so you don't even wait till after New Year's.
We were pretty efficient with it. Just let's get this done because, you got to go in the attic and put all the boxes away and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Mine's definitely before the first of the year. So they go up right after Thanksgiving. See, this is the thing I can't stand. You go to the store, right, to go shopping for Thanksgiving, right, to get the food, right? And there's already New Year's crap out there.
Yep.
And it's like we haven't even eaten Thanksgiving dinner, celebrated Christmas, but we're already bringing in the New Year. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
yeah, no, I like to take one holiday at a time because they're overwhelming. So definitely right after Thanksgiving, I call the daddy, and then, I go up, and then I always have to have them down before the first of the year, because the first of the year is like another reset. Like Sundays are my reset days. First of the year is everything needs to be all put together. House needs to be cleaned. It needs to be like fresh to bring in a fresh year for me.
I agree
You know
100.
what? I'm so glad she said that too, because here's a great segue to that, and I'll answer mine in a second. But the whole purpose of getting these, like, I honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, I've already seen Valentine's Day crap up.
Oh,
Oh,
same.
I was
Same.
just-
What? How?
We're gonna see St. Patrick's Day right when the first of the year hits. Just wait.
But why? Why?
Yep.
I don't know.
And all the Easter eggs. I mean, oh
Yeah,
goodness.
Now, in my culture, we do Three Kings Day. So Three Kings Day falls on January 6th. So the Three Kings show up, and usually it's the best gift of the year. So I start taking mine down on January 7th because we go to the 6th. But that's a culture thing. But
Yeah.
I mean, I don't wait till March,
No way.
But yeah, that's so crazy that you brought up about the whole Thanksgiving thing, because that was gonna be my last segment, which was, why can't we wait for the actual holidays? There's no buildup anymore. Now it's like off to the races. If that's the case, I want summer stuff out now.
So I have something to say with what you just said.
Go
You
ahead.
said, why can't we just wait? And all I'm going to say is that term, or that little saying, that little phrase right there, can be applied to everything in life. Why can't we just wait?
Ooh. And you know what? Why don't we hold that for the next time I invite you onto the show, and let's do that episode. Let's leave them on a cliffhanger. I want to do an episode about that. Can we agree to do that?
That sounds amazing.
I can agree to that one.
Oh, let's do that. So listen, here's how we're going to close it out. There is literally 3 days till Christmas. And one of the greatest gifts that I just got tonight.
Wait, there's 3?
Yeah, you have one. Go ahead.
Wait, no, there's literally 3 days.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because this is airing on Friday. So don't let your kids hear that.
Don't stress too much.
Wait till after the holiday season. You got to listen to this episode.
No, but
I wasn't even done.
My ADHD works best under procrastination. I have to work with a strong deadline and make it happen.
Oh my God.
Like that pressure and that succession at the end of it. It's kind of like, like a crock, not a crock pot, the pressure cooker. You cook something so quick, but so good, so juicy, and so tender in that short amount of time. And when it tastes that good,
Oh yeah,
it didn't take forever.
She got that toxic.
You know what I mean?
Toxic a little there. You know that, right?
I swear.
You noticed that, right?
I mean, oh my goodness, I feel like
I know,
relate.
Greg, I saw your reaction. You're like, I don't know if I can say this on Have Faith. I know. Don't worry.
She's like the female me. I tell it on live all the time. Like she's kind of OCD-ish like me. Like, oh man.
I'm telling you. Yeah. Well, my Christmas gift this year for the podcasting industry just became reality, because I've been hounding Greg for 2 years, and it's really, but a lot of it was my fault too. I procrastinated, but I'm so thrilled that I was able to have a week off at home to make this happen also. But I would like to officially welcome you both back on, and maybe get something together. Maybe we get together once a month, or maybe twice a month, and make this a regular thing.
For sure.
I would love to have you guys on for really good, strong, good topics as well. I think that my show is lacking that, and I can't think of any 2 people that I'd rather debate with than you guys. So let's keep those juices flowing. And let me close out this way. I want to start off by thanking Greg. If you have not listened to him, if you have not followed him, I encourage each and every one of you to do so. For my spiritual fellow followers out there, I ask you to keep him in prayer, keep his son in prayer, his whole extended family, and to continue to keep him on the right path, because I guarantee you, if you are in his inner circle, if you even make it to one of his lives, you will feel as special as he made me feel that day. And for Paris, we ask each and every one of you in my spirituality, Have Faith, Let It Begin, to continue to keep her in prayer and her children. She is a hardworking woman, a hardworking mom, and there's not many of them out there. And the ones that are out there never get the credit that they strongly deserve. And she is the epitome and the elite when it comes to a hardworking woman and mother. So I ask you to do that for her. And finally, I'm going to close off by saying this. The holiday season may have happened once a year, but that does not mean that you cannot do one random act of kindness each and every day. The world that we live in today can be very toxic, can be very negative. But you know what can turn that? Each and every one of you doing one random act of kindness a day. If you don't know how to do that, take your cell phone, flip the contacts, stay on one person, and call them at random and say, I was just thinking about you. I hope all is well. For everyone here, on behalf of Have Faith, Let It Begin, for Paris, for Greg, my name is Angel. Merry Christmas. And don't forget, we have a very special edition, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, The Story of the Candy Cane. For everyone out there, may God bless you. And never forget, have faith, let it begin.
Thank you for listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin. We'll be back tomorrow.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Have Faith, Let It Begin. That's right, Ariel. We're done with another show. And it's always great to have this show with you, my love. You know, we're going to encourage each and every person to listen to our show every single weekday. That's right, you and I are going to help change the world. Do you think that you can do that for me? Huh? Yeah, you know you can. She does. We want to let you know, and yes, we encourage you to listen to our show each and every weekday, and it's going to be live at 7:30. Make sure you're subscribed to our show. Make sure you get ready, fasten those seatbelts, because Ariel and I and my family are going to bring you a new topic, a new story each and every day, right? Isn't that right, Ariel? Yeah. And she's smiling at me. Guys, enjoy your day.
Thank you for listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin. We'll be back tomorrow.